You have 30 days. 30 days to become someone they won't even recognize when school starts. Not just a glow-up, a full shift. The way you move, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself. That's what we're after. So if you're watching this, don't click away. Give me a few minutes. This video isn't full of edits or hype or dopamine, but it might wake you up in a way nothing else has. Because here's the truth. Most people will waste the rest of this summer. They'll scroll. They'll sleep in. They'll say, I'll get serious later. But when the first day of school hits, they'll look in the mirror and feel that same pit in their stomach. Because nothing really changed. You don't want to feel that again. I know you don't. That's why you're here. And that's why I'm asking you to treat these next 30 days like the most important month of your life. Think about it. 30 days of real focus. 30 days of treating your life like it actually matters. No, it won't fix everything, but it'll change your direction. And once that shifts, everything else follows. So here's how we start. The first 10 days, they're about breaking the cycle. If you wake up every day and grab your phone, that ends today. If you go to sleep at 2 a.m. and wake up with no energy, that ends today. If your brain is fried from overstimulation, sugar, junk, noise, it's time to reset. Here's rule 1. Start every day like it matters. Wake up at the same time, then make your bed, brush your teeth, drink a full glass of water, move your body. Then write down 3 things: what you want to improve, what you're grateful for, and what you're going to do that day. That takes 10 minutes, but it rewires everything. Rule 2, cut your screen time by 70%. Delete what you have to delete. Set app limits. Move your phone across the room when you sleep. Silence is uncomfortable at first, but it's where self-respect starts to grow. Rule 3, spend 1 hour a day pushing your body. You don't need a gym. Push-ups, squats, walks, runs, doesn't matter. Move with intensity. Sweat like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. The body is the first place your confidence shows up. Rule 4, feed your mind. Read something real, something that sharpens you. You don't have to become a scholar. Just replace 30 minutes of YouTube with 30 minutes of growth. Do that daily, and in 30 days, you'll feel sharper than you've felt all year. Now pause for a second. Ask yourself, what happens if I actually do this? What happens if you remove distractions, move your body, and feed your mind every single day for the next 10 days? You become dangerous. Not in a violent way, in a focused way. You become the person who walks into a room and doesn't need to say a word. People feel the difference. And most importantly, you feel the difference. But I need you to hear this part clearly. The first 3 days will be the hardest. You'll want to quit. You'll think it's not working. Your brain will scream for comfort, for distraction, for sugar, for scrolling, for ease. Don't listen. That's the old you dying. That's what transformation actually feels like. Most people stop here. They say, I tried. But you're going to keep going. You're going to double down. You're going to suffer, yes, but for a reason. Because on the other side of those 10 days is momentum. And once you taste that, you'll never want to go back. Now imagine this. It's the 11th day. You wake up without an alarm. You look in the mirror and notice your face looks clearer. Your eyes are sharper. You walk differently. You're carrying something now. Discipline, confidence, pride. No one else will see the full picture yet, but you will. And you'll smile. Because for the first time in a long time, you'll feel like you're becoming him. This is part 1. In part 2, we build the second phase of the plan. Locking in your system, upgrading your social presence, and becoming the guy they remember when you walk into the room. If you're serious, meet me there. Day 11. This is where things shift. You've already gone through the hardest part, cutting the noise, facing the resistance, breaking those lazy patterns. And now, for the first time in a long time, you've got some momentum. You're not forcing discipline anymore. You're building it. So don't slow down now. Most people ease up here. They start negotiating. I've been good for 10 days. I deserve a break. Number, you don't need comfort. You need consistency. The next 10 days, they're about sharpening, not just staying in motion, but leveling up, making every habit more precise, more intentional. You're no longer dragging yourself to improve, you're chasing it. First, let's upgrade your systems. You've probably realized by now that motivation fades fast, so you need habits that run even when your mood doesn't. That means setting a structure that makes success the default. Choose a wake-up time and stick to it. Choose a daily workout and lock it in. Choose 30 minutes a day to read, journal, reflect. And do not skip. Your brain learns identity through repetition. Every time you show up, especially when you don't feel like it, your self-respect compounds. Now let's talk appearance. This isn't about vanity. This is about ownership. The way you show up in the world tells people how to treat you, and more importantly, how you treat yourself. So look in the mirror and be honest. What's one small upgrade you can make to your hygiene, your posture, your style? It doesn't have to be expensive. Clean clothes, trimmed nails, brushed hair, fresh breath. It's about care. You're not just going to school. You're walking into life like you belong at the top of it. Next, let's upgrade your presence. You've already started walking with more energy. People can feel that. But now, it's time to make it unshakable. That starts with eye contact. Hold it just a second longer than you normally would. It tells people, I'm here, I see you, I'm not hiding. Then, slow your movements just a bit. Don't rush to fill silence. Don't fidget. Let your stillness speak. When you speak, lower your tone just slightly. Breathe through your nose. And when you listen, actually listen. Not to reply, to understand. Most people never do that. That's why they're forgettable. You're not going to be. Now comes the harder part, social discipline. You want to level up? Audit your circle. You don't have to cut people off dramatically. Just start noticing. Who brings drama? Who drains your energy? Who makes you feel small, lazy, distracted? Limit that. You don't owe anyone your time. Every minute you spend with the wrong people is a minute stolen from your potential. Instead, start building silent respect. Not with flashy words, but with presence. Let people wonder why you move the way you move, why your eyes are clearer, why you're not reacting like you used to. You don't need to prove anything. That calm you carry, that's rare, that's power. And then, here's something no one tells you. Become more useful. Wherever you are, school, home, with friends, look for how you can quietly add value. Not to people please, but to lead. Leadership isn't about being the loudest. It's about seeing what others don't and stepping up where others won't. That could be helping your mom without being asked, supporting someone in class without making it about you, organizing your space, offering solutions instead of complaints. That's how you become someone others naturally follow. And here's the best part. When you stack all this daily, something unlocks. You stop seeking approval. You stop waiting for permission. You stop needing the world to validate your progress. Because you feel it. Every morning you wake up and keep your promises, you build pride. And when school starts again, you won't be chasing respect. You'll be walking in it. You're not just becoming unrecognizable physically, you're becoming someone they don't expect. Someone who's present, calm, sharp, clean, clear, focused. Someone who isn't trying to be cool, but somehow is. And you did that without anyone seeing the struggle, the early mornings, the hard choices, the silent nights. But they'll see the results. They'll see it in your posture, in your energy, in the way you look at the world. And you'll know you earned it. This is part 2. In the final part, we'll talk about the final 10 days, how to finish strong, solidify your transformation, and walk into the new school year like you own it. If you've made it this far, don't stop now. The final stretch is where legends are made. Day 21. You're in the final stretch. And this is where it either becomes permanent or it fades like every other time you try to change. Let's get one thing clear. You've already done more than most ever will. You've broken patterns, you've rebuilt your days, you've taken ownership of your time, your energy, your mind. That's not nothing, that's rare. But it's also dangerous because now you might start to coast. You'll look around and feel like you're ahead, like you can take your foot off the gas. Don't. These final 10 days are the difference between a phase and a full transformation, between someone who got motivated for a month and someone who became unrecognizable, for real. So here's what you do. First, go even quieter. You don't need to announce your progress. Don't post about it. Don't talk about how much you've changed. Let people feel it. Let them be confused. Let them wonder. That mystery, it makes your presence stronger. Loud is temporary. Silent power lasts. Start protecting your peace like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every conversation needs your reply. You're not here to chase noise. You're here to control your narrative. That means moving with intention. Every word, every step, every decision, deliberate. Second, refine your environment. Look around. What does your room, your phone, your schedule say about you? Is it cluttered, distracting, sloppy? Fix it. You're not just transforming your habits. You're creating a world that reflects your identity. A king doesn't live in chaos. He builds structure. Make your space match your mind, clean, focused, sharp. Third, mentor someone silently. You've learned things these past 20+ days that others haven't. You've built discipline, confidence, awareness. Use it, not by preaching, but by leading. Help someone struggling with school without bragging. Encourage someone who's down without needing credit. That's impact. That's legacy. You don't need a title to lead. You lead by how you carry yourself. Fourth, lock in your post-30-day plan. The biggest mistake people make is ending on day 30 with no plan. They crash. Go back to old habits. Lose everything. You're not doing that. So starting now, create your system for the next 60. What habits are now permanent? What new goals will you chase? What version of you do you refuse to go back to? Write it all down. Make it visual. Make it serious. Because you didn't come this far to go back. Now, let's talk about school. The day will come, maybe in 10 days, maybe sooner, when you walk into that building again. Same halls, same people, same energy. But you're different. And that difference is what changes everything. You don't need to walk in loud. You don't need to flex. You walk in like a leader, calm, focused, sharp. You're not seeking approval. You are approval. The way you speak, the way you sit, the way you work. It all says one thing. I know who I am now. People will notice. Some will respect it. Some will question it. Some might even try to test it. That's fine. That's expected. When you level up, the world tries to pull you back. Just don't let it. You're not proving anything to them. You're proving everything to you. And here's what's wild. You'll realize you're just getting started. Because once you feel this power, this control over your habits, your thoughts, your future, you can't unfeel it. You won't want to go back to lazy mornings, empty scrolling, or wasted weeks. That version of you is gone, buried, replaced by someone who knows what they're capable of. So what happens now? You keep showing up, quietly, consistently. You build in public. You reflect in private. You stay sharp. You move with love, but never desperation. You create your own standard, and you never lower it again. You're not just ready for school. You're ready for anything. And if someone asks, what happened to you over summer? You don't even need to answer. Just smile, because they'll see it.